So the design methodology maps directly to WAF's foundational principles, and it's focused on helping users address real-world challenges. So here we're talking about things like managing costs, securing and governing sensitive data, and keeping up with the rapid development of AI in general.
Welcome back to the Azure Essential Show. I'm your host, Thomas Maurer. We know that AI offers some huge advancements for technology, but it's essential that your AI workloads are built safely, ethical, and securely. The Well Architected Framework from Azure helps you to do just that. And to explain how you can take advantage of it for your AI workloads, I'm joined by my colleague, Clayton Siemens. Hello, Clayton.
Hey, Thomas, thanks for having me.
Well, let's start on the top. Can you briefly describe the well-architected framework for people who are not familiar with it? I know in this show we run through a couple of times already, but there are always new people watching this. And so if you can shortly just explain what it is.
Absolutely. The well-architected framework, or WAF, helps you design workloads that are architecturally sound. It brings together best practices that guide how you build and optimize workloads across technologies and processes. It's structured around 5 key pillars: reliability, security, cost optimization, operational excellence, and performance efficiency. And our goal for WAF is for it to be applicable across all of Azure's services. And we're really excited to produce a series of articles specifically for AI workloads.
All right, well, that's a very good segue. Let's talk about how this specifically applies to AI.
Sure. So in the context of WAF, an AI workload should meet the needs of predictive, discriminatory, or generative tasks. And it should focus on ethical functionality and adapt to fast evolving AI technologies, all while staying relevant and explainable.
Okay, so obviously there's a lot to unpack here.
That's right. Let me break it down a little. AI workloads introduce some unique challenges. They need to be secure and performant. And there's also the unpredictable nature of generative AI. So workload teams need to be equipped to manage all of those unique characteristics. And as we all know, the pace of AI innovation is unprecedented. So AI workloads need to be nimble enough to adapt. And tying this back to WAF, the AI workload articles provide specific guidance to help you build with those challenges in mind. For example, take the security pillar in WAF. Now, we recommend protecting data in transit and at rest. But with an AI workload, you might want to take that a step further and use a technique like homomorphic encryption to protect your sensitive data.
Awesome, that makes sense. So WAF for AI workload is about tailoring the principle of WAF to the unique realities of AI development. Can you walk us through some of the design principles specific to WAF for AI?
Absolutely. So the design methodology maps directly to WAF's foundational principles, and it's focused on helping users address real-world challenges. So here we're talking about things like managing costs, securing and governing sensitive data, and keeping up with the rapid development of AI in general. Now we break that down into the following 5 areas. First, design with an experimental mindset. And that's because AI workloads really benefit from statistically driven iteration and refinement. And second, design responsibly. That means building in ethical safeguards like content moderation and attempting to minimize bias in your models. Then there's design for explainability. This one's important because developers need to be able to justify how AI models produce its results and be transparent about the decision-making processes. Now, any AI model you work with will decay over time if it's not kept up to date and monitored. So the fourth part here is staying ahead of model decay to make sure your AI application is delivering valid responses. And finally, our guidance is to design for adaptability. Again, since AI is evolving quickly, your workload design needs to be flexible enough to evolve alongside that.
Absolutely. So this sounds like excellent guidance and very specific, obviously, for the AI part. How do you think users should practically implement these principles?
Well, the first thing we recommend is to explore the WAF for AI design methodology. And that section outlines the rationale and recurring themes that you'll see across both the technical and the operational areas. Then you want to assess your workload against the design principles to ensure that it aligns with the core WAF pillars. Now, you need to be aware that decisions you make as they relate to each of the 5 pillars will come with certain trade-offs. So you want to understand what those trade-offs are and how they'll affect your use case. From there, you want to prioritize the design areas that make the biggest impact on your AI solution. So for example, this could mean investing in security to make sure that the AI components of your workload meet your security requirements and any compliance requirements you might have. Alternatively, you might want to invest in performance efficiency if you're already comfortable with the security mechanisms that you've implemented. Finally, you want to use the review assessment tool. It helps you evaluate whether your AI workload is production ready and things you might need to improve.
Yeah, so I'm personally a huge fan of the assessment tools. They always help you to find out where are you standing, what do you need to improve, where's there room to do more, right? And so I'm a huge fan of that. So Clayton, for people who want to get started, where can they learn more?
Well, there's a lot that people can take advantage of right now. So the first thing to do is to review our SaaS and PaaS offerings to get an idea of what's already possible. For example, take a look at AI Foundry, which is our flagship product. And as you build, refer back to the WAF for AI Workloads guidance to make sure you're doing it safely and responsibly. And then finally, we have a detailed plan on Learn that outlines how you can implement these principles into your workload. And it also includes an AI assessment to evaluate your workload and give you some tips on where to start.
Awesome. So this is really exciting. I know AI innovation is really just getting started, and the guidance seems really important as we make more and more investments in the technology. Thanks for your insights today.
Thanks for having me, Thomas. This was a lot of fun.
You can find the links to the plan and the assessment we discussed today in the episode description below. Also, don't forget to leave your feedback in the comments. Let us know if you have used the WAF guidance for AI workloads and how your organization benefited. And give our show a like and subscribe to the channel so you get notified when a new episode drops. Thanks for watching, and well, see you in the next time on the Azure Essentials Show.